everybody to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Tight end goes in motion. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. A gain makes it second and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Trying to extend the play. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring them down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's running out of time here. He stays alive. Going to try to use his legs here. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline. Nowhere for him to go. All he could do was step out of bounds for no gain.
2nd down after that previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Close to the tight end. Finds the receiver wide open. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the 1st down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Caught quickly. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Sooners looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He stopped, and he gets a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Washington. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it. They keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fighting him off. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
The Hurricanes with 1st and 10 here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Ball handed off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Here's that defense shifting again. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal. That's the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma 7, Miami 0.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Break the huddle for 3rd and goal. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd downs this drive. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. And the back now goes in motion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he scores! Touchdown for the U. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Let's it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Important second down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Miami. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to advance on the football.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, how about the safety here? Just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback. And then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Return runs out of bounds.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He drew a pick six in the last possession. Moves the ball up to the 30. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back in motion now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the right side. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years, just off the top of my head.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. So they'll retain possession. It's no turnover, but a big loss on the play. That sack sets up a second down and long.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Tackle, but first down. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Catch made, a lot of space now. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Here's the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Second down.
And there's the handoff. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And I'll tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. That's an important first down on that running play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the toss and heads left. Runs through the defender. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer with the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And in first down, they go right back to him. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Coming up, second down and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Touchdown, Canes. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's an old school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
Man, that running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. He can frame that. It's a nice score to remember.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to 39. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's going to take off here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Quick throw over the middle. The tight end makes the catch downfield. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
So often we get caught up in the quarterback and the wide receivers and the skill in this game. This is another example of a nice job by the offensive line, giving the quarterback ample amount of time to be able to evaluate the defense and make a good throw. Good job up front by the big guys.
Running out of time in the pocket. Pressure is coming. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Somewhat conservative call, but content to take this lead into the locker room. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick this away to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes proximity in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Offense retakes the field. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Picks up 9. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. That's a design quarterback keeper.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock, trying to advance in that next round of the postseason.
The Canes have 1st and 10 here. Linebackers making some adjustments now. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at midfield. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, knocked the ball to 44.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play. The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. They do it for a 2nd time. Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Well, the offense being aggressive here, going for it on 4th down, but the defense was not having it at all. They come up with a big stop.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wide out. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. The Sooners will have to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Second down coming up.
After the 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled at the 35, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. Handoff on a single back formation. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. And Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the 2nd half. This back had a great 1st half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work in the 44.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Caught near the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Sooners will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. Tackled quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your littler slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on 4th down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Now here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
At the 31-yard line, brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. They'll try to run for the 1st down. He's found some room at the 45. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game, because that was a big-time game.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Second down play coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. He makes the grab. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
And the Canes churn out another first down. Receiver in motion now. They're going to run it here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
6th play of the drive coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. They've reclaimed the lead with that.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the 4th.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Oklahoma offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
It's 2nd down and long here from the 13. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. They'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
We've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. This will be a 50-yard attempt. Let's see if he's got the leg. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Man, I'll tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Miami offense is back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Pass caught, second down now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The shotgun handoff here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. The catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Biggest drive of the game right here. Regulation time winding down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Third down play for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. He's got some room and some blockers here. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. Here we go. One last chance for this offense to score and win it in regulation. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got a receiver wide open here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. He's made his only attempt so far. This one, the most important, to take the lead in the final seconds. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. He made his previous attempt. This one is a lot more pressure-packed to take the lead in the final seconds. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And with that, they regain the lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that's it. The game will end on one last.